Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you are new. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video we are going to be carrying on with our colour along in Rita Berman's free PDF. So I've chosen to do this one today, so I'll go ahead and zoom you in and we'll get started. So the first colour we're going to go in with is Cobalt Blue Light, and I'm going to use this to fill in these little windows on the boat to make it look like there is a little bit of glass in there. And I'll do the same for the one on the door as well. Then taking Opera Rose 81, we're going to make a start on the boat because I thought the boat would look nice in pink. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in this top section here with this colour because I want this to be pink. So I'm just going to use normal pressure and go ahead and fill this in. And we'll do this little piece here in the pink as well. And I think we'll do this stripe here in pink. So we go to about there, I think. Then taking Cobalt Turquoise, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the other sections of the boat. So this section here, I'm going to go ahead and fill in with this blue colour. And I'll go back over and add some shade details in afterwards. I just want to get the base colours down first. And we'll use this to do the roof up here. And this roof up here. And we'll use this to fill in the railings. And this bottom bit of boat down here. And I think we'll use this to do the door as well. So I'll go ahead and fill this in. And these window frames. Okay, and then going back in with Opera Rose, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this section here in pink. And this top bit here that comes all the way down. And then we'll have a pink chimney on our boat. Okay, so next going in with Bengal Rose Deep. This is the colour that we're going to use to add some shade to our pink sections. So the first place that I'm going to shade up here is underneath here where this top bit joins. So I'm just going to go ahead and darken that up and then just pull the colour down so that we're left with the lighter patch at the bottom. Then here I'm going to darken up this side here, so I'll just use normal pressure and then lift the pressure off as you come towards the middle. Do the same over here, so more pressure at the end and then lift it off towards the middle. And for this section we'll do the same, so darken up the edges and then lift the pressure. We'll add a bit of shadow underneath this blue roof and then again just lift the pressure to bring the colour down. And then for this section here I'm just going to add a bit of shadow onto the top edge. Fill that bit in completely, and then again I'm just going to lift the pressure and start to bring this colour down. Okay, for this little one here, I think we'll darken up underneath the roof and then lift the pressure as it comes down. And we'll just add a bit more shadow to the right hand side of the top bit of this little chimney, and then lift the pressure as you come over. Then taking teal green light 049, I'm going to add some shadow to the blue areas. So I'm going to go ahead and darken this bottom bit up because that would be a bit darker. And then I'm going to add some darkness to this edge here and lift the pressure there. And then we'll add some darkness right up against this top line. And again, lift the pressure as you come down to blend it out. Then for these roofs, I'm going to darken up the edges and lift the pressure as you come towards the middle. And we'll do the same for this little one. Add a little bit of shadow to the bottom of the door. And again, lift the pressure. And then we'll just add a little bit of shade to this top piece here and lift the pressure in the middle. So I'm going to use this teal colour to go ahead and fill in this post. So I wanted this to be the darker blue colour. And we'll fill in this bit here too. And the little ball on the top. Then we'll use cobalt turquoise to go ahead and do a base coat on these little flags. So I'm just going to use light pressure for this. Go ahead and fill them in. And then taking teal green light, I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow just to the right hand side. And again, I'm only using light pressure for this because I don't want it to be too dark. Next, taking lavender light, I'm going to make a start on this little present that we've got on the back of the boat. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the actual little squares of the present. And I'm just using normal pressure for this. Then taking Bengal Rose Deep, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the little, what is that called that they wrap around the presents? I can't even remember. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same up here so it looks like that is a bow of the same colour. And I still can't remember what this is called. Some kind of bow material. Ribbon, maybe? Okay, and I think we'll do the life ring to match. So I'll go back in with lavender light and go ahead and fill in these little sections of this life ring. Very colourful boat. I bet you don't see many this colour at sea. And then I'll go back in with Bengal Rose Deep and fill in the little straps on there. And I'm going to use this to fill in this ladder detail as well. So just use normal pressure, fill that in. Next, taking Phthalo Turquoise 102, we're going to make a start on the sea. So I'm going to use this as our lighter colour. So I'm going to focus this here underneath where the waves are crashing. So I'm just going to do normal pressure under there. And then lift the pressure off as you come towards the bottom so that we can mix in another colour. So I'll do the same up here. So just normal pressure up and around where the waves break in. And then lift the pressure as you come down. Next, going in with Cypress Green 103, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the bottom sections of these. So this is quite a lot darker than that colour that we've just used. So I'm just going to use normal pressure right on the bottom. And then again, I'll just lift the pressure off as you go over the lighter colour. So I'll do the same for all of these. So just fill in the bottom with normal pressure and then lift the pressure as you come up into the green. Next, going in with Jade Green, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the tops of here because I wanted this to be even lighter, so it's getting lighter as the waves break. So I'm just going to use normal pressure and go ahead and fill in the top sections of these waves. And I'll use this to fill in all these little splashes on the edges as well. So going back in with Opera Rose 081, I want to do the fish pink because I want to bring some pink from up the top down to the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do a base coat on these fish with this pink colour. Make sure that they're nice and bright and stand out. Then going in with Bengal Rose Deep, we'll add a little bit of shadow to them. So I'm going to start by darkening up this little section here where their body joins their head and darkening up their tail. Then I'll just leave the lighter patch in the middle. So I'll do the same for this one, just darken up his little head and bottom. Then for this big one, I'm just going to darken up some of these lines so he looks more stripy, and we'll do his head darker as well. Okay, next going in with mauve, we're going to make a star on the background. So what I want to do is sort of do this colour down here against the water. So I'm just going to use light pressure, go ahead and add this colour in. We'll do it here as well in between there. Take it up to this cloud down here. Then I'm going to go in with Cobalt Blue Light and I'm going to add some blue into this. So again, I'm just going to use light pressure. I'm going to take it right up and over the mauve that we've just done so that it all blends together nicely. We'll add some over here and up this edge here. Then I'm going to take this one a little bit further up, still just using light pressure. So now we can go back in with our mauve and darken this up because we've gone over and added the next colour in. So you just want to take it over the blue colour as well, just so that it blends together nicely. And I'm just using a bit more pressure now as well so that we can get a bit of a darker colour. Then I'm going to go back in with cobalt blue light and just go ahead and darken up a little bit more of this blue section so that we can see the true colour. Okay, and then I'm going to lift the pressure off again, just a little bit higher up this time. Then taking Cerulean Blue Middle 099, I'm going to go ahead and add some of this blue colour in. So again, I'm just going to use light pressure and take it over where we left the other blue. Work on that blend line. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to fill in the top section. So I'll just use a bit more pressure here. And along here. I'm going to go back in with cobalt blue and go over the blend line. So going back with Cerulean Blue Middle now, we can concentrate on adding a bit more blue to this. So I'm going to go ahead and add some blue to this cloud here. So I'm just using normal pressure here and just filling in this edge piece of the cloud, because I want this to be really blue. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is start to lift the pressure as it comes into the middle. And then up here, I'm going to fill in this sky section with this colour as well. And we'll add a little bit to the top of this cloud and then lift the pressure as you come down. So going back in with mauve, which is more of like a purpley colour, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the other part of this cloud. So I'm just going to use normal pressure, and then I'm going to take it over where we left the lighter pressure of the blue and go ahead and blend that together. And we'll do the same here for this one. So take it over the blue and then just fill in the rest of the cloud. And the same for this smoky section coming out. I'm going to go ahead and do that with this mauve colour as well. So I'm just using normal pressure here, just filling this in. Then taking lemon yellow light, I'm going to go ahead and fill in our little star in the background. So it's a nice bright yellow star. And then taking teal green light, I'm going to go ahead and fill in. These kind of look like water splashes, so that's what I've done them as. I'm not 100% sure that's what they're supposed to be, but that's what they are now. And we've got one here as well, so I'll just fill that in. And then taking Bengal Rose Deep, I'm going to fill in this little love heart up here. Next, going in with our Posca pen, we're going to go ahead and add some water texture to this. So what I want to do is here where the water breaks, I'm just going to go over where it's breaking, just to make it look a little bit more sort of splashy and wave-like. So they don't have to be immaculately straight lines, because water isn't always in a straight line. But it just gives the effect that the water is actually breaking. We'll add a little highlight to these fish Okay, and then for this top bit where the water is actually on the boat, I'm going to go ahead and go over that with the white Posca as well. So again, it looks like the water is breaking over the boat. And we'll do the same for this top one. I'm going to add some little highlights into the glass. And we'll do a little one on this parcel. And then I'm going to go around the smoke here that's coming out of the ship, so that this doesn't look as much like a cloud, because at the minute it blends in with the clouds, which was kind of my intention, but I also just want to make sure that it does look slightly separate. You can add some more in as well. And then I'm just going to go over these little circles in the background. And I'll add a little highlight to the bunting. And that's it, you guys. That's this little picture completed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.